LegendofTotalWar here, and today we've got a saving and disaster campaign playing as Holland in Europa Universalis 5. It's 1368, so it's fairly early on in the campaign. He's played for 31 years, and his campaign's about to be derailed because the burghers are basically the majority power, and they're about to revolt. And the revolt is going to take all of his best territory, giving him nothing really to draw from, because this territory here is being integrated, and this one here isn't of his primary culture. So it's basically just GG as soon as that triggers, so we need to do something about that. Let's read out the email, get some context, and then figure out a solution. So it says, "Hi Legend, I was playing a Holland game, and it was going pretty well. Then because my ruler died, and there were two successors, an event called Hook and Cod Wars fired. My crown power got reduced by 20%, and because of the event, I'm getting constant rebellions. I'm not very good at the game, and I always lose to one of them before the event ends. I hope you can save this campaign for me." So I would assume then that he has sent the save file to me before the death of his king, being this guy here. So he's 61 years old, and his heir is 9 years old. So if he survives for 7 years, then this event probably won't trigger. But it looks like there's other things going on, so I'm not sure. But let's see what we can do anyway. So let's firstly have a look at your country. The first thing I always look at whenever I open up a disaster is look at your estates. So not many estates given. I've already had a quick look at this because, otherwise it takes too long. The only one that I think is bad is the burgher land rights, because it's good to have RGO even in towns and cities. RGO is just great. And also, I don't prefer individualism, but because the burghers are 30% of your crown power, 30% political power, they are, it's going to be difficult to get rid of them. Like, you technically could revoke this privilege, but that would set you back to like minus 60 stability, which would probably cause a whole bunch of other problems. Ideally, we want to strip this power, if we wanted to, that is, as cheaply as possible. So the way to do that is by having communalism and having high crown authority. So one thing that we could do to get some crown authority is perhaps having our king command our fleet, which we can't. Well, he's not a king. What is he? He's a count. He's a duke. If we have a look at this, so he's rank 1. If we want to form a new country to form a duchy, then we have most of the requirements met. We've got enough population. Yep. But we don't have enough prestige. We'd also need to change the rank through the ask for ducal. Right, because we're part of the Holy Roman Empire, so we've got to speak to them. So speak to you. So it's part of Bohemia. So imperial actions, ask for ducal rights. So you've got minus 46.90. Okay, easy way to solve this. You've only got one diplomat, but I guess we should use it. Just improve relations with him. And when it's about 50 points higher, he'll accept it. And then we'll be able to become a duchy, which will give us some improvements. Now, thing is, we're not going to get that done in time before this is going to trigger, so that's just something else. We've got a institution that we can trigger, but while it is good to do that, if we have lower stability, this is going to be a problem. So I think we need to keep the stability right now, at least until we've sorted out this problem. Now, because their loyalty is so low, I've got a couple of ideas that might work or might completely backfire, but we'll have a look. But yeah, if we were to use one of our government actions, we see this one here is not doing anything because it's actually pushed it as far as it can. It's probably not going to do that much in terms of bringing that down, but let's have a look to see how much it could potentially buy us some time. So if I was to go to, where is it? I've already looked over it. Rebel Crackdown. This guy here would be better at it, but let's see. If we do this, so it brings it down by about 0.5. So it'll give us about 33% more time to sort that out, which is a couple of extra months. So that could be good, but let's have a look at why they're revolting. So estate power, for one thing, is causing a problem. So if we can strip away their power, then that would reduce the rate at which they would grow. Then there's also, due to their investments, right? So the more money that they have. So, I mean, this is not a solution, but I'm just saying you could do this. this is the bad solution. You could just basically destroy every single building in your country, and hey, the burghers would have no power. But that is cutting off your hand rather than cleaning it. Let's find a less dumb solution than that. But that would probably stop the revolts. Another way we could strip them of power. For one thing, strip them of their what's it called? Privileges, but rather than that, giving privileges to other estates. Now, the thing is, that's going to make them really unhappy if they don't get a privilege. But because they're at 12.2%, we could give a couple of privileges to these other estates, and they will go to 0, and then go to further down to 0, right? And like they can't go less than 0. And then I'll give them an additional privilege. Now, that'll make it more difficult to get rid of this one, but, well, figure it out as we go, because, yeah, we just got to figure this out. All right, so let's start with the peasants, because they're the least impactful, and there's some good stuff in here. Communalism will be really good. Let's do that. Because you got loads of legitimacy. Let's spend it. Legitimacy is not your problem right now. It's this. So let's give access to royal ecclesiastical courts. Communalism will be great for getting rid of that later. Because I reckon we could give them more privileges, and yet I could strip this away from them cheaper than 109. But we got to set it up right. Okay, so then let's have a look what else we've got. We don't want decentralization. You were working towards that, so I don't want to undo that. Commoners allowed in cabinet. No, not right now. No, I mean you're trying to become centralized, so I understand not to do that. This is very bad. Don't do that one. This one here is okay sometimes, but no. This is bad, don't do that. This is bad. This here is bad. And this one here is okay. I don't like free subjects, but it's an easy way to get 5%. Plus getting additional privileges into them, allows us to increase their taxes by a little bit. So if we have a look at it at the moment, we're at 38.31%. Maximum tax 45%. So we could still get another 5%. Another like 7% would be, you get a bit more money out of that. That being said, it's not a huge amount in the first place, and income went down because now we have to spend more to get legitimacy. But don't worry about that. We'll fix it. I promise. We'll fix it. We've got a bit of wiggle room here with money, so that's fine. We just got to deal with it. Okay, so if we wanted to give them represented in Parliament, free subjects. Let me have a look at this. I personally prefer serfdom. What am I doing? Personally, I prefer serfdom. Okay, so you're currently heading a little bit towards serfdom, so going a little bit more towards free subjects is fine. Because usually if you want to go towards serfdom, give the nobles some privileges. There should be some good ones in there. Yeah, let's do that, because 3, like, that's fine. You can get away with that, but let's do a bit more. So if we have a look at this now, yeah, look how bad it's... Yeah, it's fine. If we go with commoners in Parliament, yeah, is that not updated? Because it says 0.95, but this says this. It doesn't matter. Go to commoners in Parliament here. Do that. So that'll make the peasant estate a bit happier, so we can get a little bit more cash out of them. Yep. And of course now we're not taxing them at all, but that's okay. Like I said, I promise I'll fix it. Sometimes you got to burn it down to the ground in order to fix it, which we're not even doing that. Okay, then let's go to this estate here. We also won't be able to strip them of their privilege now because of lower than 95 legitimacy, but it's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's have a look here what we want to get. So for the clergy, what are we, humanist or spiritualist at the moment? We're quite heavily spiritualist. I don't like that one. I like to be more towards the center, or like even full humanist, because it's easy to get lots of pop conversion speed, less easy to get culture conversion, and it's more important to have culture conversion. Yeah, so I try to avoid spiritualism, but at the same time, you can always deal with it later. This one here has got tolerance of the true faith and centralization. It won't make them any happier, but this is still just good. So, yeah, if it's not going to make... It will make them more powerful, which makes the burghers less powerful. So, yeah, let's do that. It's a good one. We'll do it. Okay, then this one here, again. Let's have a look. So, I don't think this is going to impact you that much. It's pretty much Catholics all around you at the moment. Monthly religious influence is good. Yeah, because you got stuff that will require religious influence, so that's one we could do. Possible clerics in towns and cities, that one is okay, and it only gives them 10% extra power, while giving you more clerics, which... there's various benefits to having more clerics, so I usually find that the clerics aren't going to overpower you that much. That one's fine. I think that's a good privilege. Then we've got... This one here is good, because efficiency of our cabinet. Definitely good. You're going to need it. But, see, we've got this at 0% now. It's not going to get any worse. But that's also towards spiritualist. But, yeah, efficiency of cabinet, just... in for a penny, in for a pound. Alright, another one. Oh my god, Legend, you're ruining his legitimacy. That's okay, we can fix that. This is all good stuff. Maximum diplomats could help. Maybe. Communalism, let's get that one instead, because extra stability will come from that. Not a hell of a lot, but it all adds up. Okay, and then what else? This one? Because, yeah, we can't spend too much legitimacy. I don't want to spend more than 50. This one is definitely good. You don't need culture capacity. Yeah. Go with that. That'll make it easier for us to convert some of this territory. Alright, well, that's a good number, I think, into these guys. We also need to make sure we save some legitimacy for them. Okay, now the nobility. Alright, banal lordship, bad. Elaborate court life is okay, but no. Let's look at something else. Elite council, let me have a look at your aristocracy. It's quite heavily in... Well, actually, that could work in our favor at the moment, because you actually don't want to have plutocracy right now, but that is what I usually like to get, because the benefits of plutocracy, in my opinion, are better for aristocracy. This is like better if you want to have stronger armies. This is better if you want to have stronger economy. I'm an economy man myself, because I think if you have a strong economy, you can have a bigger army. Anyway, so I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops, back to them. So maybe that one, because it's only 0.05, and stability decay, that will still impact us. Even that basically becomes better the more stable you are. Basically, it will help to reduce the cost of keeping your stability when you're at 100, so that's good. Agenda impact for nobility is also good. So I'll leave that as the one to beat. We want to avoid all decentralization. Manorial courts. I don't like losing efficiency of our cabinet. Who cares about taxing the nobles? They don't really make you that much money anyway, and we don't want decentralization. This is good. There's no downsides to this. Good. Make them happy. Good deal there. So yeah, they lose 6%, but they can't lose 6%, so it's fine. Then let's have a look here. What else? Noble navy. That's good. I think that naval will be more important than land for you, and you've already progressed towards that, so that is good. So, noble navy, yep. Oh god, I might actually have to go below 50. There's also noble patronage of the arts. Yep, innovative, that is also good. It's only 2% for them, but that's fine. So we do all of the estates for these other ones first, before we give any to them, because like all of these estates that we're giving it here, it's not impacting on their loyalty, because they're already at 0, essentially. Look at this, it's at 123%, so it's going to trigger right now if I don't solve this. Yeah, that's pretty bad, but that's okay. That was part of the plan. So then the next thing, building cost and monthly progress towards plutocracy. This is good. That'll counteract some of that aristocracy. There's lots of good stuff in here. In fact, I think the burghers have, like, as a total, the most number of, like, good ones. Let me just have a look one more time at the nobility ones. I just want to see if there's one more that I want to get. Let's see. I don't really care much for that one. Get it if you want. It's not that big of a deal, but no thanks. That one there is what yeah, because that will... that'll provide your armies with 5% discipline. That's good at basically not taking damage, and provide you towards quality. I prefer quality over quantity. Is that what you've done in this? You're actually towards quantity. So maybe we'll just leave it at that for now. For them. Okay, so then burgers. Let's have a look. So there's loads of good ones in here. Yep, we'll do this one. And since we weren't at the negative, it got us straight to 15. And that hasn't updated this yet, but let's see what we can do. Okay, then we've got this. We have to get them above, probably above 50%, to be honest. Okay, then we need minting. Let me see. This one's good as well. It will reduce the amount of taxes that you get from them, but allow you to. Then again, you don't have access to gold or silver, so I don't think it's a big deal right now. Guild investments, innovative and capital. What are we doing with that? Traditional or capital? You're more towards traditional at the moment. I prefer traditional at the beginning stage of the campaign, so maybe we'll leave that one for now. Production efficiency is good for a little bit of capital economy, so that's good. But let's just see. That's a good one. That's a good one for you. That is, I don't like losing trade capacity. Treasury rights, yeah. So reducing their tax rate by 5%, but getting tax efficiency and innovative. All right, let's do this one. Okay, so they're at 30% now. So we still got to do more. So, hey, like I said, I'd fix it. Okay, then what else? Because if we have a look at the taxes for them, they're now paying taxes again. So their tax rate is 27.27%. And you got a tiny amount of inflation. Since your minting amount of money is less than the burger tax, probably best not go with that other one. This one here. So I mean, this is kind of silly. We don't have any gold or silver here. That's going to be worth very little. But innovative is good. I mean, that'll help us to reduce the price on this. I did say land of comp. Yeah, production efficiency is good. All right, we'll grab that. Now we're getting towards not being very legitimate. So the estate satisfaction equilibrium is going down. But don't worry about that. That's fine. We'll fix it. I'll fix it. I promise. Okay, so then we've got to get it above 50. So we've got to do one more. And a 2% one should be sufficient as well. So this one here could be sufficient. Thing is with this is that you don't really have much of a navy, so you're not going to get much benefit out of that right now. Maritime presence, yeah, probably don't have much, so I wouldn't worry about that right now. Market attraction, we don't have a market, so I don't know if that's going to be worth anything to us right now. Getting our trade capacity could be good, increase our income. Alright, let's do Commercial Advisory Council. Okay, now, the big question here is, has this been sorted, or are we still fucked, basically? So what if I just switch this around, and then switch it around again, and just see if it updates. Oh, that's another thing. The Civil War can't trigger if we're already at war, but we can't declare war. You don't have any Casus Belli anyway, so that's not going to work. Can't declare war if there's about to be a civil war. Alright, so then we go Rebel Crackdown again on this. I just wanted to see... I didn't update it. Alright, we'll just see if I was right about this. Monthly societal change. Yeah, switch that towards communalism. And let's go through and see what happens. Now that they're happy, hopefully it just goes away. And it did. Cool, it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Is really... Yeah, it's just... This is gone. They're like, oh yeah, we're happy now. They like went from full-on civil war to... Okay, we're done. Okay, so it's not all sorted yet. Because you've still got a really old king, a duke, and an underage heir. So there's likely going to be more problems coming. But at least that one is dealt with. And all it cost us was most of our legitimacy. So... Now what we need to do is get this up. That will take time. Let's see. The nobles are not super happy, but that's fine. Also, let's have a look at their power now. So it didn't make any difference to... Oh, we got actually a little bit higher percentage of power. I did say I was going to have to look at our laws. Why won't you... This guy here. Yeah, hang on. If we have a look at this, could we make him... Why can't he be the admiral here? So if I go... No. I gotta look at their laws. Because there's got to be something that's forbidding it, but I just don't know what. Either that or... Actually, have a look at this. I doubt it's any of these traits. Well, that's bad, but... The others... That one, yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, okay. Alright, so you got limited censorship. That shouldn't make... I don't think any of the religion ones will make any difference. Okay, so peasant levies under military law. I would personally go with noble levies, but that'll actually give you more overall troops. But that's fine. Maritime trade laws. Protect trade routes. Yep, that seems fine. Although naval audits, that could actually be better. Although that provides extra equilibrium with them. Well, the equilibrium was never the problem. It's just that what you had was the problem. There's also serfdom. But I like serfdom. Let's see. Then there's... That's fine. That's not doing anything to it. Feudal administration. That's not great. Probably central council would be better. But, you know, lots of stability to do that. Just wait for the next parliament, which I think is a year away. Let's have a look. Yep, civil law. Yep, that one seems fine. Aristocratic courts. Yep, that seems fine. Economic laws. Open borders. Martial society. Yep. Religious teachings. Yep. Alright, that seems fine. And then estate laws. Favor the ruler. So yeah, I don't really understand why he's not able to become a... Ah, now I know. Because he's not here. Okay, now, just have to look a bit deeper. Yeah, he's currently... Yeah, we're junior partners, I guess, in... Let me look at this. Yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Alright, Okay. So basically, they're getting ready to... I mean, over the next... Probably... A long time from now. If we wanted to take over seniority... Okay, so basically, we're a vassal of these guys. Right. No, okay. I'm getting a better picture. I didn't see this initially. This allows us to surpass Hainaut's role of senior partner within the Union. We become the senior partner. They lose 100 opinion of Holland. We need to have a great power score... greater or equal to 126. So we're... Okay, we're just shit. So great power score at the moment is 42. And... Why? Are they just considered more powerful than us or something? Yeah, they're considered way more powerful. So we actually need to get like 20 points higher than this. In order to do that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, because we... That's why we don't have our own... That is why we have no crown power. That makes sense now. And we can't... Any chance we could build a counting house? Just looking at this here, Merchants Guild. That would be good to get rid of. But we need more control. Why don't we have control here? Because Den Haag is the capital, and it takes... And that's Rotterdam, so that's the capital there. I mean, all it's got to do is go from, like, there to there. What the fuck? Let me have a look at this. Okay, so from Den Haag to Amsterdam, it's simply because... Oh, wetlands, great. Proximity costs through land. We've got high harbour capacity. What if we made it go through the sea instead? Do you have a road connecting them? No. So that would halve it. If we halved their proximity cost, that would increase their control, which is currently actually heading towards 67.82. And there's... And let me look at this again. Right, yeah, you don't have roads anywhere here at the moment. It would be good if the burghers would build it. Okay, so if I build a road from here to here, how expensive is it? 144.7. Okay, there is a possibility that... When does the parliament happen? That when the parliament happens, the burghers may issue a request for the... basically improve roads, and it will reduce the cost and time to build those roads. So currently... there are... You've got a few months to wait. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, in the meantime, I don't think there's anything else we can do. I don't think you've researched Counting House, have you? But even if we could, we don't have a whole lot of money. Maybe what we should be doing is focusing on increasing our income while we wait. Because we don't have any crisis happening right now. We got these two situations, but I'm just going to ignore them. So if we let's have a look here. So trade income and building maintenance. So your building maintenance is higher than trade income, so that's not great. All right, let's go to the RGOs. We've got a bit of cash here. Let's see if we can improve that. Okay, so mass expand RGO says that Den Haag is going to provide the most amount of money. So let's do that one. Then after that, Middelburg. So is that this one right here? Yep, all right, do it. Then it says Dordrecht. Is that this one? Fine. Oh, hang on, let me look at this one again. Yeah, it's fine. Then there's Amsterdam here with cattle. Do it. Okay, and then... Okay, I'll do one... No, actually, let's just let that play out. Okay, let's just let that play out. I would like to use the institutions, absolutely, but we need to try to get stability. That's important. Alright. So you've got this one here. Oh, you've got that automated, right. I was wondering, how did he get back on there? So if I go to military... Didn't I kick him off this? I never paid attention. I must have put him back on. I don't know. Okay, so... Yep, just keep letting that play out. So our money's bad, but once these things here are built, that should increase our income. Yeah, that's pointless, obviously. That's not ideal. If we can make more... No, that's fine. We don't want your regions to starve. So that was added, like in the last day or so. At least from the time of me recording this. So now you can decide whether or not you want to actually feed the people that don't make enough food in their own regions. Because yeah, the thing is with building RGO is that there's no building maintenance. It just requires peasants. Peasants don't require maintenance. It's just as long as you provide them with food. Which this will provide plenty of food. Elders. I don't think they're going to do anything. So them being in a coalition against us, who cares? Also, what is our levy at? Oh my god. Oh no, it's navy levels. I was going to say 29 troops in total. There's no point building a regular unit because we don't have any crown members since this guy is the senior partner. What are some other things that we could do to increase our great power score? Probably, you know, one would really help is becoming a duchy. See, these guys are a duchy, whereas we're a county. Which makes no sense because we are so much bigger than them. But yeah, we've got a decent amount of communalism coming in there. That's good. Okay. Prestige is shit. But if we have a look here, if we were to increase our naval maintenance, it's not that much extra money, but that'll help with our prestige. And same thing with fort maintenance. Again, it's not that much money. Just helps it to not decline the noblest. Yeah, okay. Then you got the Order of St. George. Okay, that's good, I guess. This person here actually has a lot of family members. So that's good. But yeah, we gotta wrestle control as the senior partner. So we either need to weaken them or strengthen ourselves. And I think one of the best things we can do, yeah, integrate this. And you know what? Instead of communalism at the moment, because that'll still passively go on, why don't we focus on the culture in this area here? So Low Franconian. So this area here is... I'm going to show this. Yeah, you've got two provinces that are not 100% cored. Could create a vassal to do that. That will actually increase our prestige. Let me just see. Could do that. I mean, how much money are we making from this? It's not within your controlled area. Yeah. Okay, let's create one vassal. Just because it's so small. Yeah, don't create a... Oh, should we create a fiefdom? Yeah, let's actually create a fiefdom, because this one here is a vassal. You want to keep it like... Okay, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, do that. Okay, marginal decrease of income, but this one should actually start providing income. And if we have a look at the culture here, it is Westphalian. They'll get the regular cause straight away, so don't convert their culture just yet. Okay, so maintain federal status. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we are no longer the junior partner. So maybe our great power score just got enough. I'm actually not sure exactly how that happened. What about this here? Resolution to vote on. I haven't played as the Holy Roman Empire yet, or anyone in there. Oh god, so many. Most of the time I've just been playing Byzantine. Start law debate for treasury taxation. So where is that? So we're the only ones that haven't voted. Can I see where everyone else has voted? Okay, everyone's a supporter, so it doesn't make any sense for us to be a opposer. So, I guess, might as well. Because, you know, our vote... Oh, wait. It said we were the only... maybe... I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It looks like it's going to pass anyway. Whatever. Okay, so let's just keep going. This is the clergy. Look, we're already decaying with our prestige anyway. So, whereas this is going up, let that keep going up. This will just speed up the process towards getting to 0, essentially. That's not good, because that helps us with our great power score. Ever so slightly, but... I don't know, what are we going to do? Like... Okay, the people of Amsterdam, staunch supporters of Paris, have recently clashed with Utrecht, avid followers of Rome. Both factions now have petitioned the Duke to take a clear stance. Amsterdam or Pope of Utrecht. Alright, let's have a look. So, the chosen side will gain some support in the Western Schism. I think we should just go with whichever one is already got the most support, but let's have a look here. So, Rome has gathered the most amount of support. So... Which one's which? Sorry, I got to pay more attention to this stuff. But hang on. Amsterdam's staunch supporters of Paris. Utrecht. Okay, so Utrecht is the supporters of Rome. So if we support Rome, what are the downsides of it? Low Franconian lose pop satisfaction. Amsterdam loses some control, but we'll get that back. Utrecht gains control instead. Which one's Utrecht? Okay, so Amsterdam's a better city. Well, only in terms of it's the capital. No other reason. Oh, and of course, control. So if we supported Amsterdam, that could give it more control. But yeah, I'd say just go with Utrecht. Support the side that looks like it's going to win. Or we could, actually, they can resolve these petty squabbles by themselves, and that way both lose a little bit. No, we'll support Utrecht. I don't know if that's going to be a bad thing, but I guess we'll find out soon. Okay, so we're running low on money. So what we could do, we could easily just make money again by minting coin. But another thing is we could just lower the cost of court, and we'd still get legitimacy, just not much. Honestly, why even bother now? What if we got rid of a fort? I mean, it seems bad to do that, given how small we are. Because it's not a huge amount of cost. No, just let that be. Maybe we could lower the stability cost a little bit. Okay, at least we're making money again there. And let's actually mint some more coin, because I would like to invest into our territory, otherwise we're going nowhere. Okay, so we've got another diplomat, and the current one that we sent to Bohemia, how has that gone? So if we have a look at imperial actions, we've improved things, but it hasn't been that long, so I wasn't expecting that to be done by now. We could use a diplomat to convert them to our culture, because if we have a look at this now, good, that has all been cored up properly. Now what we do is get them to convert this culture, but it largely depends on, there's another thing, if they're only a county, they're going to have a maximum of 2 government positions. What are they currently using their government? Okay, they're currently using it to convert it away from Low Franconian. So this is actually good, because as soon as we convert their culture, they'll just keep it as it is, and then it'll go the other way around. Yeah, okay, so that will work out pretty well. Let's do that. They'll be disloyal, but whatever. Well, hopefully it won't bite us in the ass. So enforce the culture, and this is how we can convert the culture without having to use a government position. Okay, so that will take a while to resolve itself, but that is fine. Well, look, our income. Yep. So now they will. Right, the Low Franconian cultural influence is pretty low, but it is converting. So also, another note is because we gave the cultural unity one, they get all the estates privileges that we've got. So if we didn't do that, it might have been the case that this might have just like been completely blocked off. Because yeah, that rate of stuff is not very high. But anyway, let's just, they get a long time before we can annex them anyway. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you needed that. Okay, so let's have a look here with your research. So, under scholarly traditions, have you gone for Age of Traditions? Have you finished all of those? Just seeing if there's anything you need good in here. Like, that's good. Monthly religious influence, you've done that. Institution growth. I mean, that is good, but we don't need that desperately right now. Most of the RGOs are not maxed out, so then maybe that's not essential right this very second. Let's have a look here. So this here is Skull. That's just the base one. Okay. So you just did that one. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that's like absolutely critical for us to get right this very second. That one's not bad. Expected cost of court reduction. I mean, it's only a tiny amount. I actually think we should go and do that RGO one from over here. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, wait. You know what? Cancel. No, we've already invested a little bit into it. Next one we should do is probably Catholic pilgrims, because religious influence is good. Alright, don't worry about the Westphalian patriots, because we can deal with that. Alright, now what are the other benefits of communalism? So, estates will be a little bit happier. Pop migration speed's going to go down. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. We got some money, so let's continue investing into our economy. So, currently the best one is still Middleburg. Because, yeah, this one here was maxed out, wasn't it? Yep. Fine. But it hasn't... There's not available... It doesn't matter. They'll be promoted, it's fine. Then after that... Appledorn. Well, it's not a huge amount, but... Okay, do it. We've got money. Okay, so he died. So this is that event I think I was talking about. Either that or it already happened, I'm just not entirely sure. So we've got a regency, so loyalty of subjects is going to go down. Our prestige is, well, it's already a 0, so... You can't make it worse. Actually, can you go into negative? I don't think you can. So, he died, and... Succession of Holland hangs in the balance. We've got a... Hang on. Leader Guy Evans is the first rightful claimant to by law, yet his claim is challenged by... Oh man, don't tell me we're going to have a civil war. Right, so it hadn't happened yet, but it was guaranteed to happen. Right. So this is that Hook and Cod Wars. This is the one that he loses. So we have enabled the Hook and Cod Wars. How do we get out of this? Okay, the Hooks have secured 20 influence score, or the Cods have secured 20 influence score. Which one are we? So he's 11 years old. And this one, she's 46. Okay, well. Is that not going to pop up over here? So yeah, we've got this regency here for, what, 5 years, I think? So this guy... Oh, he's providing research progress, so that's good. Good, moving away from traditionalist is good. Yeah, definitely innovative is vastly better. Okay, we've got some more legitimacy now, so that's great. If we need to give out another estate privilege, we can. We've got inflation's doing its inflation thing. How are we going for this? Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have much control over that. Maritime presence with just this. It is providing some, though, isn't it? A tiny little bit. Yeah, okay, just let it progress. So this one now is like super duper not loyal. But this one remained loyal, so that's lucky. Because I did want to seize one of its territories because they're a bit big. But if I do that now, they're going to become disloyal, and that would probably be bad. Okay, there's that event. The Hook and Cod Wars. So, let's have a look at this event. Oh, I can't interact with it? Okay. So 100% chance to appear each month. Holland gains... Alright, so... We lose crown... Right, this is what he was talking about. I thought he meant that he had lost crown power before that. We've actually still got more crown power than we did before. Oh, this actually hasn't triggered yet. Right. Yeah, it just says it's a 100% chance of happening. Right, okay, fair enough. My first time looking at this, so I'm just figuring it out as I go. Right, there we go. So, the interference of foreign countries in Holland has reached its absolute peak. Leader... Okay. Alright, if we side with the Hooks, we lose 20 stability. The Hooks gain 1 point to their influence score. Side with the cods. Alright, so basically it's either the nobles or the burghers. I just fixed the burghers up. Both of them are unhappy at the moment. Now, the burghers are more important for Holland, I think, than the nobles. So if we lose their estate satisfaction, that drops them down below 25%. If I do it with them, that drops them not below 25%. So every loaned location, which is either an urban location or at least 20% of its population is burghers, gains 50% pop satisfaction. Up to 4 locations, which are neither... Okay. So Isabel always joins the cods. So basically, if we side with cods, we go with her. If we side with hooks, it goes with him. Both of it is going to drop down our stability by 20. I do kind of feel as though going with the cods is the right call, even though it's going to drop this down below 25%. Bring them down to 22%. If we had some money, we could bribe the estate. Because we're still fairly small, we could do that. But hang on, let me have a look here. We've still got some legitimacy. Is there another one that I could give the noble estate to solve this? There's elite council. There's primacy of the nobility. Those ones are the ones that I would probably go for. Cultural influence could be good, because that'll actually help them out a little bit, but it also progresses individualism, which is the opposite of what we're trying to do. Whereas, let me have a look at the burghers. If we go with the... If we side with the hooks instead, there's plenty here that we could give them to make them happy, but there's not so much that I would want to give to the nobles. So let's side with the hooks. Okay. Oh, good, they gave us money. Great. Okay, so look, it's not below 25%, so we're okay at the moment. Do you know what the funny thing is? I think maybe he had this event happen before he had fixed up all of those estates, and so it just made it, like, infinitely bloody worse. So just new things have popped up for this particular one. I usually like to go for the one that... Hang on, let me have a look here. Devout education, I think, is... Like, it doesn't matter, because it costs us too much to do it anyway, so just go away. Okay, so Hook and Cod Wars. Let's have a look at this. So if we have a look, our faction is Country of Holland and Hainaut. She has none, so we've currently got a score of 3. I wonder if we go into diplomacy, if we could just, like, ask for Bohemia to support us. I have no idea. So, ducal rights, we're getting close to that. That would definitely help. But I didn't see... I mean, we don't have a diplomat anyway, but I didn't see... And actually, let me just have a look at overall diplomacy. And just see if there's anything in here that might be related to this. Because, like, if I could just ask someone to come and help us, that'd be good. It does not seem like there's anything in diplomacy that we can do. Right. So we could just press play and just see how this plays out. Maybe we should hold off on this for the time being and resume assimilating into our culture. This one here, because I don't want to give that to a vassal, especially while they're disloyal. So, Cologne. Let's have a look at them. How important are they? They already don't like us. Perfectly balanced. Then, if they're balanced, then get rid of them. Because, like, yeah, whatever. We've got bigger fish to fry right now. Okay. Yeah, I need this to be at 70% if I wanted to seize... Oh, they've currently got... How did they get that 20%? Right, because that's getting worse. Well, that's going to go down anyway. Yeah, there must have been a Liberty event, and I just didn't even notice it. So, if that's just going to go down anyway, if I go and seize a territory, then they'll just get it closer to equilibrium. That just means it's going to be disloyal soon, no matter what we do, because of this event. Right, if I have a look, how much are they paying us? So Frisia is paying us 0.89. Like we can do without that money for now. Let's seize one of their territories. Oh, hang on. What if we instead siphoned their income? Could start annexation, but yeah, it takes way too long. They're too big. If we siphon their income, which we can't, but we wouldn't be able to get that much anyway, so I think seizing their territory is probably the way to go. It's a lot of territory to seize. Yeah, if we can get, like, a whole province, we could create a new vassal and let them convert it. So yeah, let's do that one there. Yep, and they're going to be disloyal. It is what it is. Okay, so this region here, we'll get some money out of it, and it is a non-incorporated core. That's okay, I expected that. Hang on, what was that? Economy of the Union. So, let me have a look at this. Unified Treasury. Okay, this... We have to do that one, apparently. Let's just wait. I'm just not going to do anything. We'll just wait and see how that goes. Because, yeah, this is not a huge cause for concern right now. And while I could give them an estate privilege, we don't have to. Because I figured this was coming soon. New Confession of the Faith. So, extra legitimacy, that's good. Or religious influence. Given the situation, legitimacy seems more important. But getting 2.5 legitimacy is way quicker than getting 10 religious influence. This will also provide... Oh. They become Cathar. Oh, no. We want them to stay Catholic. So, no, it will damn everyone. No. Let's keep it that way. Good, we got maximum RGO in rural. That's going to help out a little bit. And then also do that one here for more religious influence. That'll help you out in the long term, I think. Okay, so let's see. We want to put this in the capital because you wanted centralization. Conduct a census. Develop the interior. And promote urbanization. Okay, we didn't get the one I was hoping for the roads. It also helps you with your centralization, but it just is what it is. Increase ties to neighbors. Utrecht will get development from that, which we also... Okay. We're obviously trying to not be land focused. So some place will become a town. That would probably make for a good town later down the track. But I don't know if that's what we should be focusing on. Sponsor a cathedral. Increase ties to subjects. So that would That would help. Because, yeah, they'll lose some liberty desire. And we'll get... Yeah, I don't know. Hang on. Let me just see what else there is. Because that's going to require the most amount of effort. And we've already got a bunch of crap going on. So we want something that's just going to be like an instant win. So I'm leaning more towards... develop the interior. It will move us towards land, but that'll just... That'll provide stability. Right now we could really use stability. I mean, the rate that it's currently growing. Alright, we'll go with this. We'll go with the hard option. Alright, let's see. Hopefully... Okay, usually you get a bit of extra as soon as you press play. Yeah, you did. Okay, good. So we've still got a lot of work to do here. But... contain professional armies. What do they want? Conciliatory movement. And change policy to favor the clergy. No, definitely not that one. That's bad. Okay. But if we let it increase, the impact of this will go up. But let's not wait too long. Because, yeah, it's based on how powerful they are and also how satisfied they are. So you can see that the satisfaction, yeah. If we come to 100, we double this. Well, they haven't had any events that's improving them, so that's good, I guess. Okay, cool. So us... Let me look. Where did those cores come in? Alright, so this integration here is about to be completed, and it's good that the culture was already sorted. Yeah, it's all mostly low Franconian, so that's... except for this one. If I'm not mistaken, that's improved ever so slightly, but that lack of control is an issue. It's not working at all for us there. But at least it's working for us here, here, and here. You know what? That is actually an extremely low impact. I think we should come back to this later. It's not doing enough. If anything, maybe we should just have a vassal do it, because like we just got no influence. Not enough control there. More centralization would help, but we've got to work towards it. So go back to... Where is it? To change societal values back to communalism. Yeah, let's keep that going. Oh, whoa. Hang on. I just realized, because we've got this here, we could actually get more centralization. Because remember, when we loaded it up, it had capped out at like 32 or whatever, 30.32. But now that this is active, and we also, I think, gave a privilege, we are able to get a bit more. At least while this is going. Yeah. Well, that's not good. Only cost 20 to appoint a new character, so I guess do that. Just don't put a... What are we going to get him to do after we've done this? Probably want someone to develop province. So maybe go with this guy here. He'd be good at it. Good administration power. Oh, but he's 50 years old. Pick someone younger. Because otherwise he's going to die real soon. Alright, this guy here is the youngest choice, but... Alright, he'll do that one. He'll get this done quicker, but we'll... or maybe I'll get him to strengthen the government or something. Okay, that makes sense. We'll pay the town off. We've got the money. Okay, don't forget about this. Okay, that's reaches equilibrium. So if we go with contain... Well, it wasn't worth that much extra. If we go with contain army... Because if we go with this, then the burghers are going to be quite unhappy with us. But like I said, we can always just give them another privilege. But if I go with this one here, it won't make them unhappy. It'll make them a little bit unhappy. But there's still 2 months left to this. 1 month, really. So we've got time to increase it by a little bit more. We probably... No, keep the taxing going. That's fine. We need money. Alright, we'll go with conciliatory movement. Oh, but that increases war at peace, so the war exhaustion will go away pretty quickly. Yeah, that's... Okay, just go with this one first. That's good, because we got adaptation of innovative ideas, which we want. But it's already passively moving towards there. Okay, we're going to make a little switch. No, keep that going. Let that go for 1 more month, then do it. Because that way we'll get an extra 0.26. It's really... I'm nitpicking like crazy. But it's better than nothing. Because if I do it right now, it won't grow any further. Because this number will be... Oh no, it still will by a tiny amount. Because we'll go towards 26 and we'll be at 24. But if we wait another month, they'll be a little bit happier. Which means this impact... the impact's already quite low. We've got to get this up 25% more. Alright, give it another month. Well, we've already got no prestige, so losing 5 prestige means nothing. Oh, yay! Yeah, that's good. We get some bonus. That rarely happens for me. Okay, good. Now we only have 12% that we need, so that'll be fine. But we do this one here just because I want it. We're not going to get another month of this, so... Which one do we do first? Probably contain professional armies first. Because the agenda impact on this one is lower. As long as we don't get a bad event happen. Let's just... wait. Hopefully we don't get a bad event happen. Okay, doesn't look like we will. Alright. Adopt that one. Oh my god. It's currently at traditionalist. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I just... Yeah, okay, I wasn't reading it. We weren't even close to this threshold. God, such a dummy. Just gotta read. Alright, neither of them are below 25%. Okay, so that's fine. Then, addressing the local shrine complaint can be good, because local shrines is just straight up bad. Just extra local clergy power. But the thing is, we can get rid of these ones way cheaper if we just have control here, which we don't, but we can get it. You've got a... Fishing villages can be helpful, but... I just leave it. Just... I'm not doing anything there. Alright. Alright, we're not going to get any more... We're not going to get a lot more centralization. It only gave us like 1%. Actually, we might be able to get a tiny little... No, go back to communalism. We've still got other things to do. So go... Where is it? Back to... Communalism. Or should we go with innovativeness? Keep going with communalism. Innovativeness is what we're working on it. Can't do it all at once. Okay, good. Got stability from that. That all worked out. And we'll also increase the population by a tiny amount. Cool. Another one of these. Yeah, if I create another vassal, it's just going to make us too weak. At least, okay, this is what we could do. If we could seize all of this territory first, then we could maybe do it. If we have a look at this, yeah, 45%. They don't have any liberty desire now because we just stripped it away. But because of the event that's going on, we can't do anything about it. They already like us. Hang on. So power relative to Overlord. Alright, we're not getting that bonus from high relations with them. Maybe it's because we've got a regency. I'm just gonna wait. But at least we've got 4 compared to 20. Ah, sorry. 4 out of 20 compared to 0 out of 20. My god. Come on. Use words right. Alright, so we need prestige if we want to get this up. But even if we do that, it's not going to be enough to get it up. Because, yeah, I mean, at least this way we'll have some money to spend. Yeah, it didn't matter what our vote was, so... Okay, good. This is only one more left to core. And it makes sense that that one's taken... Oh my god, it's not even close to being done because of... Because of the cultural influence versus their cultural tradition. But it'll speed up now that it's the only one being done, surely. So it says here that that'll be done on 1395. Oh my god, 20 years. Disobedience of Den Haag. This is why we need the money. Okay, stop this now because it's just not doing very much. So stop doing that. And instead, I want you to increase our... Let's increase our legitimacy because once that's back up at 100 again, we'll make more money. Oh yeah, inflation. Forgot I was doing that. Okay, so that was what the event was for. We got Imperial Treasury contribution. Like, it's such a small amount of money, but at the same time, we're not getting anything anyway, so it doesn't make any difference now. Okay, good. Oh, I forgot to do something with that. Whoops, my bad. Okay, so we've... with the Age of Tradition ones now, construction speed is good, but I wouldn't say it's essential. So this one here was professional armies. Is that necessary for us to start doing... Right now, it's over this way. We don't have an army, for one. Yeah, I mean, if you want to start doing a lot of wars, it's pretty useful. But right now, I think we need more economic stuff. So... reducing the cost of court could help a little bit. Literacy for nobles actually really won't... I don't think that'll make much of an impact. I don't think we've got any prosperity issues. I think we've got a little bit of that being produced, but that's not really worth much. That is okay. Max RG... Yeah, go with this. Need that RGO. Hang on. Alright, what are we doing with you? If we have a look at Bohemia, have we improved the relation enough that we could become a... Let's have a look. For ducal rights, we're almost there. But we still need the prestige. I'll figure it out. Just can't do that right now. Got a little bit of money, so let's increase our income further. Alright, so let's have a look here. Dordrecht is still the most profitable. That's not a huge amount. Yeah, alright, do it. Just do the one. I wouldn't have had enough money for another one anyway. Thing is, the price of these RGOs is increasing, but the thing is, if we didn't have the minting, we wouldn't be able to afford it anyway, so whatever. The burgers lose... Ah, shit. Okay, the burgers lose satisfaction, but the hooks... We're the hooks, right? Yeah. So that's good and bad. Oh, okay, we've got... Oh, God, we've got insurgents on all fronts here. And these patriots are... even worse. Because of the Hook and Cod Wars, that's why. Still a bit of time before the... And that will not be as... Hang on, let me have a look at that. So the Adel insurgents, the nobility, that is a civil war. That's what we want to avoid. This one here, that's bad, but if I can't avoid it, then I'll just demolish the castle. In fact, maybe we'll demolish the castle anyway, since we have to pay for it. Because one thing that we could do is go to war with them. Oh, but all of our coring process on this will expire. I have to start again. That's not good. I may have to make them a vassal and actually give them this region as well. But we don't have to do it right now. And in the meantime, get rid of this. Because that just makes it go away. Makes the problem go away. Not really paying that much attention to this. Just checking to see what we can do here. Yeah, nothing. Keep him in that post, it's fine. And, okay, we got this. Oh yeah, I still didn't spend it. I don't know what to spend it on. Maybe improve relations with them. Because we've also got this. This has to be stopped. Well, we can stop that by... Oh, God. Yeah, we got some problems. Yeah, I can see why you had trouble dealing with this. These events are tricky to manage. We need to provide both of them with another privilege, I think. Maybe not immediately, but soon. Very bloody soon. Shit. Alright, hang on. Let me look at this one again. Alright, luckily this isn't considered Westphalian. It's considered Frisian. We're not converting them, but I can manage that later. Their loyalty, that's just... Yeah, it's not going to improve until this event is over. Again, looking at this, he's 13, so we've got 3 more years of this bullshit. I feel like we're like kind of back to square one. Just due to these fucking events. This is what happens. We experienced this with the Byzantine campaign. Oh, hang on. I don't have anything to do with it, that's why. Yeah, look, if we have a look at the strength of this vassal here, it still says 0.06. It's not that much. Let's create another vassal. Because, like, we've got a huge problem over here. I just can't deal with it. We've got to get rid of it. Like, we can't convert their culture. Just can't deal with it. So, make them a vassal because we can't make a fiefdom. Not that I would want to anyway. And just put... I don't know, put some burgher in charge. This guy is a cabinet member, so don't give it to him. Okay, so that should significantly reduce the amount that revolt is... Yeah. Okay, so their culture is Westphalian, right? Yes. I could cede them a territory, this one here. We'll lose all the progress we've made on it, but... I mean, it's happening so slow anyway that this will probably get done quicker. So, hand over just that one, not the whole province, just that one there. Now that gives them more than a whole province, which isn't good, but I couldn't create a new vassal with just that one location, which would have ideally been what we wanted. But now what we can do is, firstly, wait for them to turn it into a full core. Yeah, let them core this first and then change their culture. So it shouldn't take them long to call this at all. So they'll get that done. 1413? That can't be right. That can't be right. No, that's... I don't believe that. That's not going to take that long. That's wrong. Unfortunately, they... Hang on. Huh. So is this just going to keep happening now? Good thing there's loads of potential things we can give them. Hang on. They disappeared for some reason. I don't know. I feel like I should give them a state privilege. I'm actually concerned that they disappeared from that list there. Okay, so go over here. Yeah, like I said, there are plenty that we can do. It will make the other estate. Oh, is it? No, I don't know. Let's see which one we should give them. There's innovative. There's market attraction. That's a good one. There's a lot of good ones in here. Control over monetary policy is also good. It'll help us to get rid of inflation later. We're not really taxing them now. Oh no, we are still taxing them. And we are making more money through minting at the moment. So, the clergy, they're whatever. Minting thresholds. Yeah. Let's just go with something that's like it's definitely going to be beneficial without any downsides. So, maritime presence. Cool. So that brings them up to 31%. But they're now a problem. Oh, cool. What's this? Measles. Middleburg. It is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. I'll only do that for 1 month, I think. Still haven't used this, have I? Alright, so this one here, they're disloyal, so I can't actually change their culture, nor would I really want to right now. Oh look, subject opinion of Overlord actually applies here, so why didn't it apply here? It is there, I'm fucking blind. My power relative to the Overlord's going down. Just a blind idiot sometimes. Improve relation with them. I don't have anything else to do. We just... Yep, okay. Back to strengthening the government, please. Where is it? No, the other one was strengthening the government. What were you doing again? Yeah, that's right. You were doing this change the side of values to communalism. Right. Rightio. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't care about that right now. No, that's not triggered yet, and... Another thing is that we could give them a bribe. Could take out a loan. I'd rather not, though. So, a bribe for them would cost us 107. It's a few months we'll have enough money for that. Okay. So, and of course, because our vassals are disloyal, they are not giving us any income, are they? Oh no, they actually are. That's interesting. Well, maybe they have to be really disloyal in order for that to happen. Yeah, this one here is not giving us any. But that's okay, we needed it to convert the culture, and it is... They stopped doing it. They went with developed province instead. Damn it, that's not what I want them to do. Why are you converting to Catholicism? Oh no, they've got show unity of faith, they're not using a cabinet position. Well, fuck, they're not doing what I want them to do. It is what it is. At least it's fully cored. I don't know. They might change it again. Keep an eye on this. Okay, so if we chose that 10 prestige event before, we would still not have 25 yet, but do I cut? Becoming a duchy is less important than getting past this bit here. So I'll take, man, it will take a long time for that to decay. Plus if I increase this, and that's nothing. So that'll improve things ever so slightly. Yeah, I think we're still better off just taking the money. Okay, our trade income is still not great. It's actually worse than it was before. Probably because losing territory. That's why we need the money. Because yeah, as soon as it's done, the better. It just costs us a lot of cash. Because if we ever look at where we're up to, we're at 7 out of 20. And they haven't progressed at all. But we're going to have other civil wars happen while we're dealing with this shit. Because if we have a look... Yeah, it just whoever gets the 20 first. So bribe them, this is what we need to be doing. And now we're at... Hang on. Good. Good, we're at 8. Good. Almost halfway, sort of. So another thing is that we could build another one of these marketplaces. No, we can't. There's nowhere we can build one. He's maxed them out already. Sturdy grains over here. Not that much profit per level. Alright. Well, we don't have enough money to build anything anyway, so just let the inflation run rampant. What else can we do? Need to get that legitimacy up. Oh, please tell me it's going to be Bohemian. So if... Yeah, okay, good. So he's still the Emperor, because we've been working towards this the whole time. The only thing that we need now is a diplomat and also prestige, which we have 0, but at least the reason for accepting is high. Let that keep going, though, because otherwise it's going to keep decaying. Just create more buffer, because I don't have anything else to do with my diplomats at the moment. Alright, those are the 2 estates that we have the least amount of problems with. Because losing stability and legitimacy right now is bad. And in fact, this estate is higher than their equilibrium happiness. So it's all bad, but it is what it is. So we've got to pay attention to this. I have to give them bloody 2 privileges. This is why we need the legitimacy, so I can keep spending it to give them the privileges. What's this? Organized diplomats? What does that do? Oh, good. That actually works well for me. Cool. I have no complaints with that. Hang on. Alright. Oh, and now we've got these fucking insurgents as well. Sorry, no. These ones. Oh my god, we got 3 estates. Yes, these events could really screw you up. So... let me have a look at this again. He's 14. I don't think that's going to change anything when he becomes of age. We still got to deal with this. Yeah, that is like our entire country just disappears. That's less so. And that's actually the least important. Because yeah, the purple one, picky purple one, that's the one that you got to watch out for. If we lose this area here, we got nothing to draw from. So yeah, that is totally unacceptable. We have to stop that one as soon as possible. Using government to do a crackdown will barely do a dent into that. Is it just me, or did that just keep getting worse and worse and worse? What happened to make that get worse? Because I wasn't being notified of it. Not that I'm aware of. How did that just keep getting so... Because we sided with the nobility. Well, we're going to have to do something about this. And I don't think money is going to cut it. Because it's only 10% and we still don't have enough. Look, we're almost at max legitimacy. But yeah, I think we're going to have to give the nobility a privilege. This is getting out of hand. We've got a bit of time with them, and there's plenty of things we could do with that. So let's see, what should we get rid of? Oh, sorry, what should we give them? Primacy of the nobility. That gives them a lot of power, though. Probably this one here would be best. I can't really see anything that would be better. Yeah, that makes them unhappy. Oh my god. Trying to balance this out now is fucking impossible. Holy shit. How are we supposed to balance this out? It's like no matter what decision I make, it just throws an event that goes, well, that wasn't enough. What could I have possibly done to have prevented this from occurring? Because, like, if this just keeps getting worse and worse, they're just immediately going to get to 100%. I mean, getting them... If I got them up to 50% right now, this would disappear. I think. So I can give them 10% with money, and then another estate privilege could do it. We're just gotta keep going. What else can we do? Don't spend any money, we need it. Alright, let's have a look what is going to be handy for the situation. See, that's the noble estate satisfaction equilibrium. That's not going to increase the rate at which they improve, which is what we really need, because their equilibrium's at 50%. See, even if we don't tax them, it will not make a bit of difference in terms of their increase. In fact, we could tax them more because of how far below their equilibrium is. Jeez, okay. Really tough situation. This is tougher than the other ones because... And when I looked at this, I thought this wasn't really that tough. But now I'm like, I'm sweating bullets here. I just don't know what to do. Like, our options are so limited. Honestly, probably, yeah, go with that. It's not going to improve the situation, but nothing else is really needed right now. So if we have a look at that, we can propose it or what? Yeah, they've already voted for it, so we have to just follow them. So assured offense. Just ignore it. It's not important. I don't know which is the right way to go about it. I don't do very much with the unions. I don't much experience with them. Okay, disobedience of Middleburg. Pay off the town. I'm gonna have to get some loans. Thing is, we've got nearly 100 legitimacy. So, Paris as our Pope or leverage this praise within the church for religious inf... Oh, of course! Hang on, where is it? We could make someone a saint. That would give us prestige. But it wouldn't give us enough prestige to get to... Shit. Because that's not going to give us much. That's how we go with this. So, let's have a look here. Yeah, it gives us loads of prestige and legitimacy. Okay, because... Oh, and also state satisfaction for them. So that'll get us out of jail with them. Drop down the cost of court, let it fall, because we're going to get heaps of legitimacy through that. But just not right now. It'll lower the impact of it. If we're going to do it, let's get the most we can out of it. And if we get another event, it'll give us about 10 prestige. Then we can actually go and ask to become a duke. We also need money for that as well. Okay. What if we went with like a fully decentralized state, these guys here would be loyal right now. It is what it is. Okay, well, at least that's somewhat stable. This is terrible. Let's just again let it play out a bit. Oh, we got a bit more money coming in. Don't know what I did. Oh, that's because I dropped down that, of course. Where is that? In Friesland? Oh, that's fine. Like, we don't have any control over that, really. And we get some satisfaction for the nobility. That's actually quite lucky for us. Because, like, I only took that to weaken them. Alright, well, we're running out of time with this. And we've got that at 31. And we've got a couple more months. I'm hoping to do a bribe. I need a few more months worth of money, please. I need to tax the peasants more. Not much more I can tax them, but I need to do that more. There's no army maintenance anyway. Food doesn't cost much to leave it. Stability. Okay, lower that a little bit. Doesn't mean there's no burgers to do this. Oh, I see. Because it's so full, we can't... There's no point on working on it, that's why. We just don't have enough trade advantage over them. So, hang on, let me have a look at this. Because, yeah, if we could get our stuff to market and sell the cloth, we could actually make more money. But I can't build any more of these. I can't upgrade this to be a city. Any chance of that? Because, yeah, if we have a look at our trade capacity here. So, Holland, we got a bit, but it's all being used up. So yeah, they're sending fine cloth from Bruges Market to Dublin Market. Okay. So basically sending cloth from here to here. And hopefully making... Actually, let's have a look. Maybe that's what they want. It doesn't say it's a particularly high value resource. Greatest need, but... Yeah. Oh, no, that's not it. Or maybe it was it, I just wasn't reading it enough. Yeah, it says it's selling fine cloth. That's like the silk stuff. Yeah, there's wool. Selling... Okay, we really shouldn't be selling wool because it's a base good. Why isn't it selling... Why isn't it selling that? I guess the other places just don't want it. I mean, it's not exactly a rare resource. None of these will make a hell of a lot of profit if we... Now's not time to build this up. Because we desperately need the money for other things. Holy shit. It's not costing us anything to keep the building, it's just not doing anything for us. Yeah, it's just completely filled up. I can't do anything. Need to increase my trade capacity, but I cannot do that. It's actually over its limit. So that's rural. Yeah, he's maxed them all out. Well, there's this one here. Yeah, that's also maxed out. Yeah, I just can't do anything with it. Alright, and how long have we got on this? We've got a couple of months before that's done. We're halfway through this, and we're still in this bloody catastrophe. I just need another bad event to just not occur until we get this done. That doesn't matter. Oh, I suppose an alliance is going to help. It might. We've definitely got enough diplomatic capacity, I think. Let me just check. We do not. Never mind. Okay. Don't worry about building spy network. And cell location. Hang on. Look at that again. Is that actually by location? Because, yeah, there's no cell location here. Oh, no, there it is. Idiot. Alright, I have to pick the faction. If I sold them back this... No, it's not worth... Get a tiny little bit of money out of it. Just don't know what to do with this diplomat. Because I can't siphon their income while they're disloyal. And they're disloyal because of this. So I can't do anything about that. We don't need to give away any more territory. There's nothing else I can do about it. That's all. Improve relations with Flanders? Stupid, sexy Flanders. I don't know. There you go. Okay, grant the burn more autonomy. So where's this? Yeah, look, it's not great. We'll lose a little bit of income, but it's fine. Because it'll just go back up again. I guess that's another thing we could do. Instead of strengthen government, let's take that off. We'll try to increase control. I wish there was one in here. Suck dick of noble estate or something to make this go up faster. So yeah, we'll go with improve province control. No, that guy's bad at it. And they're both bad at it. Yeah, just do it here. Just get as much control as we can get. I don't know. It'll increase our income a little bit. Anyway, we do have enough money now to bribe the estate. Costs us 113, 114 essentially. That'll give us 10 loyalty with them. But we still need to give them another one of these. And the next one we have to deal with them, but that's a lot easier to deal with in terms of estate privileges. God. Oh my god. So yeah, bribe that estate. And then let's just see how the next month goes. Good. I didn't need to give them an estate. Because, yeah, I had a feeling that I didn't need to actually get them above 50, but at least it's gone. One of them's gone. Okay, so next one is them. Let's see if we can bribe them. We need 200 gold for them. Okay. Well, oh right, it's a different location. So this one here. It is what it is. We need to get this done. We just got to get that influence. 8 more to go. All right, so this. Yeah, don't worry about that right now. Look at inflation. You can sort it out later. It's not the end of the world. And honestly, super high inflation is not that big of a deal. It's either that or just have no money, basically. Oh no, we would still make money even if we did this. It just, yeah, just wouldn't be great. Yeah, both their administration abilities bad. Oh, yeah, at least the nobility one that's gone now. As we currently do not have a count, the country is now ruled through an interregnum. Because this guy... Wait, what? Okay. He's still the heir. I think it just changed the regency. So this one, we went from having a regency to having an interregnum. So this just makes stability go down. But it's still going up slightly. Okay. Oh, fuck me. We're over the diplomatic capacity now with that. So we fixed that by spending on our diplomacy a little bit. Oh, of course, and that also increases our... Oh my god, I forgot about that. The whole goddamn time could have been doing this. Totally forgot about it. I'm sure you'll be yelling at the screen. All you gotta do is increase spending. Yeah, I feel silly. I knew about that too. I just totally forgot. See, normally in my campaigns, I have that by default maxed out. But I turned it. It wasn't. Yeah, I just forgot about it basically. Oh, good. I mean, that would have helped a little bit if I had done that. Because we could have seized some more territory. So what are we looking for here? Could siphon in... No, don't worry about that. Just seize the territory. Yep. Okay. Because, hey, a bit of income from it. No, but don't leave it that way. Yeah, I think it's fine, because, like, we don't need any of that stuff. Even the crown power... we need crown power. Let that go to shit. Alright. Now, isn't it when we upgrade to a duchy, we'll get more diplomatic capacity? Yeah, we do. So for that I need prestige. So if I start increasing... We can actually start increasing our prestige now. Same thing if I do the navy. That'd actually be cheaper. And do this, which is even cheaper. And they're increasing ever so slightly. We got the Western Schism going on. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Just wondering if I should switch... 67, 69, 79. Okay, I'm going to stop doing communalism for a little bit. And I'm going to do crackdown. On these insurgents. Another thing I could do is get some regular units and have them like do crackdowns, but I find it's not very much unless you've got a big regular army. Or if you've recently done a war, you've got your levies doing it, but I can't call my levies up unless we're at war. So, yeah. So that dropped it down by about 0.4. Might buy us a couple of extra months. Because yeah, our income's gone down because we... I'm going to have to lower the taxes here, I think. No, the income went down because I had to spend more on diplomacy. I had to spend more on diplomacy because we've got an alliance with Luxembourg. If we cancel that... No, Luxembourg seems pretty... Actually, could you give me some help? Any way you could just give me money? No. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I don't think we should get rid of the alliance. If we end up having to fight this civil war, it would be good to have them come and help us. Hopefully they'll actually do that. We've also still got an ace up our sleeve with the make one of our guys a saint. The problem here is that we need these events to occur essentially 7 more times after this. Well, that or something else. Because if we accept this, it's not 0. Okay, let's have a look at this. It just... Shit. How did that happen? It just disappeared. Did we just become the recipient of a glitch? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know what I did, but this guy deserves a promotion if he cracked down on that rebel enough. Alright, go back to societal value changing. Or is it going to trigger now? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. We could seize another region. And we could also, with this one here, convert them to... Oh, why didn't another diplomat? I'm worried that if I don't get this above 50% right now, that they're just going to immediately... Place is going to be GG. I guess we'll find out in a couple of days. Because I don't think there's enough estates privileges to do. No, it seemed fine. Yeah, I don't know. It just disappeared. Okay, well that one loses control, but it doesn't have much anyway, so fine. I am confused as to how that happened. I feel like there's something bad coming, but I don't know. Okay, so 14 out of 20. Yes, did I accidentally cheese myself out of a situation? Yeah, there we go. They restarted. Yes, it's very restarted. I don't think you're going to be doing that anytime soon. We definitely shouldn't let it get to 0. Oh, it won't be at 0. It'll be at 0.04. Okay, actually, let me just check. If I Rebel crackdown on this. Is it possible that because I had the crackdown going on while this event happened, that it just wiped it out? Oh, that is what happened. I still don't think we should let it get to the complete 0, but well, at the very least it bought us some time. Huh. Discovered a tiny little glitch. It buys me time. That's all it does. It's not a get out of jail free card. It's like a postpone your jail time. So this will put it at absolute 0, which I'm pretty sure gets them straight to 100%. So if we're going to do that, then we should... Because, yeah, we can't handle a revolt. They'll own everything. We need to give them a privilege before we do this. Maybe market attraction. Could eventually be good for you when you actually get a market. This one here reduces their taxes, but inflation goes... It's also good for innovative. Fine. That gives us 3 more of these. Let's get some more money together. And they're okay still. Yeah. Slowed the progress up with this one as well. So, looking at it now, the situation... We need 4 more! Considering I need to buy so much, what's it called? I need to spend so much religious influence. I mean, stability goes up. Well, stability's not going up really at all at the moment, but that's largely because we're not spending money on it. But we've got the amount that we needed. Stability would help a little bit. Ugh, just go with that, whatever. So if we put the crackdown on them, it's not going to just... Actually, what if it does? Hang on. I'll think about that. Moves towards traditionalist, but that one loses 7 stability. Oh, and they become Cathar. Fuck that. Let him die. They're at it again. Okay, we've got the new Count of Holland. Okay. Okay, so this guy here, we gained 15 legitimacy straight away. Alright. I didn't see what was that about. So, a new count. Right, and of course, because it's still a junior partnership, we can't put him in control of an army or anything like that. I think we've improved this a little bit, but considering everything I've got to go through, fuck me. Yeah, we got the money, pay off the town. It's better for that, I guess, than the other events. Alright, so looking at it at the moment, 3 more. And we've got enough of this... No, we don't. It's a 10. Well, there's more estate privileges we can provide it. Man, I really want to accept this one here, but just... I guess it is pretty cheap now. I guess we could do it. It'll increase your research rate ever so slightly. I don't need any of the text from that, though. Okay. I wonder if any of this might be helpful. It also reduces unrest. Every location in the designated province. But I didn't want to do that because it costs money and it moves towards spiritualist. Demands, but yeah, but it requires religious influence and we want to get that prestige. Yeah. And then there's the 100 Years' War as well, but that doesn't really concern us. We're just in proximity of it, that's all. Underage heir. Oh, that's his heir. Well, whatever, he only just became 16 anyway. Unlikely he's going to die anytime soon. Let's see if this works. Alright, what if, because we've got a bit of wiggle room here, what if I did the crackdown on them and see if it makes them go away with this? No, it just makes the peasant one go away again. Not the peasant, the burger one. Like I said, it's not a get out of jail free card. Still gotta deal with this. But a bribe to them might be acceptable. So back to communalism with you. And how about you increase stability? Okay. Now, we've got a bit of money. I don't think it's going to be an... Oh, no, it is enough, because they only need 59. Okay, that's good. Alright, so if we gave them... That'll get them to 38%, which I don't know if that's enough. Why don't we wait and see if we can get them just passively to 30, and then give them the bribe, and then see if that makes them go away. Without having to give them another estate. That being said... Sorry, not privilege. But that being said, some of these privileges are quite good. Like that one. Well, that won't make them happy at all. It's still a good one to do. That's good. We actually need that because we're heading towards communalism. I should have done that one earlier. Totally forgot about it. Yeah, forget about those ones. And that'll provide... Yeah, but it's going to lower everything else as well. So the burgers will go down below 5%. That's why I didn't want to... Just wait. So, no matter what we do here, this is bad. All countries of gain 35 opinions of us. And he is Picard. Alright, so it'd be like no one. I don't know. Or we lose 7 stability. Losing legitimacy is fine, since I've got a get out of jail free card with that. It is what it is. Alright, we got this again. Are we ready to seize another territory? Yes, we could. Okay. Yep, let's do this. Actually, yeah, let's seize it. I will be known as Caesar, because I keep seizing stuff. Okay, so I will then lower the diplomatic spending to there. Okay. Okay. 2 more to go. Oh, good. We got full cores here anyway, because there's Frisian. Oh, Frisian's an accepted culture. Okay. Yes, you don't need to convert their culture. Okay. Yeah, we're running out of time with this. But that is maybe 2 months away before a bribe will sort us out. Oh, hang on, we got this again. Yeah, we won't... Hang on, let me just see. Yeah, we have to wait a little bit longer before we can seize any more territory. So they're loyal. But we didn't want to... Oh, they've caught it. That was... I knew it wasn't going to take until 14... whatever it said. 30 years. Took them like 1 year to do it. Okay, well, hang on. Let me have a look at this. Alright, good. Now all we need to do is get them to... See, what they're currently doing is converting it to Westphalian instead of Low Franconian. They're not using a thing there. They're doing that here, though. So there's no Low... whatever it's called. Franconian? What? Yeah. So... They'll be disloyal, but whatever. So tell them to enforce culture. And now... Yeah, they'll hopefully, as long as they don't change their cabinet position, they'll move that towards Low Franconian, and then when you convert them, they'll you'll get full course out of it. They're still deciding to go with this. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay. They're not going to pay us any money now, but it's not like they'll pay much anyway. Okay. So, at this... Yeah, 1 more month. Yeah, definitely focus on the economic stuff right now, because we do not want to be going to war. None of that stuff's going to help at all if we go to war. Maritime trade advantage could be helpful. Alright. We can't use this guy to command us, can we? No. Okay. So we got the 30% that we needed. Let's see if a bribe will get us out of the shit with them. So it only costs us 57. Fine, do it. That's why I've got money. That's why I've got huge amounts of inflation. It is what it is. Situation. Okay, and hopefully next month this just goes away. Like it did with them. It didn't! Okay, hang on. Now it'll be a little while before I can do this. Wait, hang on, I can do it again. I'll just give him another bribe. Now they're above 50%, and now they should go away, right? Next month. Look, they don't have any insurgents at the moment, and moving towards serfdom is definitely good, so do that. Good, it's gone. The fuck is this? Oh, they're building something. Oh, okay, good. Okay, we've got another one of these. Good, they're building a settlement there, so that'll help the population growth. Probably improving opinion with this one, I think would be a good idea. Let's do that. Alright, I feel like we're almost done with this. I mean, that's still bad. Even if this is over, that still needs to be dealt with. Which, money might help if we throw enough money at this. I mean, each one of those is 218, but... Sorry, it varies. This is good that it happened because this provides an extra 1% satisfaction per month. So a total of 6, but whatever, it's better than nothing. Bolster the government, monthly legitimacy. Let's see, increased ties to subjects. We've also got to keep in mind that they're not going to offer anything. That's what I was looking for before. This also gives you centralization, and we'll be able to connect up Amsterdam with Den Haag. Cheaper and quick. Well, not quicker, because it could have done it and been finished by now. But given our financial troubles, that would help. And the burgers, we'll get a bit of support from them straight away. It's actually quite a lot of support. Okay, it's not going to improve this, but that is the way it would go. Good, so we're already at 44.52%. Oh, they did actually provide... Yeah, but look at that, 2.2%, because they're so unsatisfied. Naval is good, we lose army tradition. If we go with this, though, the problem is that they'll be sent back, so that is the one that we should... Oh, we don't want aristocratic support. Address Artisan Guild, which... No, I can't do that, they'll... No. Alright, let's just let this play out for a little bit, and we'll see. Oh, wait. Forgot about this again. I really don't have anything else to do with it. Just... I don't know. Make them like us. I don't know what else to do. Our great power score has been improving. And I think theirs has been going down. I don't know. Because, yeah, if we can wrestle ourselves to be the senior partner somehow, then we'll actually have him here. We'll get more crown power because of that. I would normally say no to this, but this is actually a godsend because we need that estate satisfaction. And urban parliament seat, yeah, gives the local burghers power, but given the situation you find yourself in, like, what are you gonna do? Refuse them and then have a civil war and lose? Plus, now we just win this. This is why I didn't do that road, but I really want to. Oh, did we? Are we done? Huh? Oh, no, not yet. One more. Oh, this again? I can't throw this shit away. Oh, god damn it. Okay, what about you guys? You are... Yep. You're definitely not going to be loyal. Okay, fair enough. So lower that again. Because increasing it allows us to increase our capacity, but still... Okay. So, ooh, got one prestige. Munster? Why not? No, bronze, whatever. Just to improve relations with them, because I don't know what else to do with our diplomats right now. So I would definitely like to build this road, because it is cheaper at the moment. Well, you take into consideration inflation. I've only marginally decreased the cost, because yeah, we've added about 20% of inflation. 29% actually. Because it wasn't very high at all. Okay, so... I can't do anything about that. Nobody is supporting the CODs. I don't know what else I can do. We just gotta wait. I do really want to build those roads. I just don't think it's a good idea. He was a cabinet minister. Okay, good. Centralization, that'll also help with us. But yeah, I didn't really get to make use of it to reduce the construction cost of it. Just, we've got to keep focusing on this. we could have them be our rival, but I think that'd be bad right now. So just let that, whatever, let the penalty apply. It moves us towards conciliatory, which, to be honest, that is not the worst thing for us to be right now, since you're not conquering anything at the moment. And being conciliatory will help with their loyalty. And it looks as though prestige is being improved ever so slightly. We could improve it again just a little bit more by fort maintenance. Because we got some money. I don't know. There's not any particularly good choices, but it's not that much money, so get him in there because it does help. This only changes the equilibrium. It's not good. It's just... It's only for 5 years. What are you going to do? Got that happy again. Another one! What are we going to do with it? Improve relations with France? Why not? But what about the Pope? Yeah, improve relations with the Pope. I'm sure that might come in handy. Come on, we need one more fucking event of this. It's got a 20% chance of occurring each month. So 1 in 5. Just end this. Alright, if we have a look at this. The amount of money needed, 208. We're almost there. So that'll give us 10% with them, because they've got a lot of privileges, which is good and bad. They're lifelines. Use them as a last resort now. I kind of gave them too liberally at the beginning. Still got a little bit of time. Good. This ends it. So we now have 20 out of 20. This, we should end it, right? It should just come to an end next month. I have no idea. We'll see. I've never played this Holland, so we'll see. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so end of the Hook and Cod Wars, which gives us... We disable the Hook and Cod War disaster. Cool. 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 Alright, that's done, which means you still don't have this guy in your territory, but at least that disaster isn't going to happen now. Again. Right? This is almost finished. Just, okay, we've got research. Let's maybe do some of that. Over the course of the campaign, this will save you a handful of coins. Depending on how big you get. Okay, so we've still got this rebellion here to deal with, but it shouldn't go up by as much now. Yeah, it's reduced by 2% per month, but we're still right at the end of it. So we're basically right where we were to begin with, except our Duke is not super old. Because, yeah, that was the problem. He was going to definitely die of old age, and then we had no heir. Okay, so we look at this again. I've got so many of these, and I just don't know what to do with them. We're ready to seize another region. Yeah, I think we can go with seizing one of them. Yeah, okay. Seize. This will be the last one that I needed to seize, I think. Because that should be the whole province of Friesland. And I don't think I can seize anymore. Yeah. And these are all properly cored. They should be, because this is an accepted culture. And now it'll be way quicker to annex them, you know, when the time comes. I don't think you need to convert the culture from that. I mean, it will happen slowly over time once this eventually starts kicking off. If we have a look at this. Okay, we can lower the diplomatic spending again. Okay, good. We can actually lower it to the bottom. I just have to spend those diplomats now. And that saves us money. So, I mean, that's about to be finished. And we don't have enough prestige yet. What was it? It was under Imperial Actions. Yeah, we need 25 prestige. We currently have 2. Slowly increasing. Alright, let me just check, because you don't have any capability of building a, let's have a look here. So this can be built in the capital. But we can't build it because it's too expensive, right? Or it's maybe already there. No. So what's the condition here? Yeah, that should work. So why can't we build the Royal Garden? Because that provides prestige. Probably just money. Yeah, it's just money. Okay, that's fine. Dumb. Like, I'm dummy for not realizing that. Then there's also this one here. Yeah, just you need loads of money. Because that would be good, just having the Royal Court. Extra crown power and efficiency of the cabinet. You got to provide a lot of resources though, so it does have an upkeep cost. What are other options? If you build a sergeantry, you can actually afford this. This will allow us to recruit regiments. And it will increase local crown power. Yes, we should build that. You should have built that ages ago. Good. We got the cores out of that. So let's have a look here at our integration. Okay, so everything is green. That's good. We converted them to low Franconian, but we can see here it's not having any impact on actually creating any low Franconians. Probably should have just made them an accepted culture. Would have been easier. Oh well, at least they caught it for us. Yeah, so let's see. If I go to people, not culture, and we go to Westphal, they're currently low. But if we were to do this, to add them as an accepted culture, you need prestige to do it, which we only had at the beginning. Yeah. How much of it doesn't use much capacity. We would want them to be at accepted, not tolerated. Okay. Yeah, probably would need to do that. Oh well, it is what it is. Because, yeah, I was hoping they would convert it, but they just didn't. Yeah, don't lose legitimacy. We're already losing that fast enough. Alright, what if we ease up on this? Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna need you to do a crackdown, because we're running out of time with this. So that, it lowers it by a bit. It's not enough. But it buys us a few additional months. Oh, I got one of these. Just don't know what to do with them. England, I guess. Denmark, because yeah, just don't know what to do with them at the moment. So yeah, that is buying us a little bit of time. Actually got it down more than half. And if you have a look at this, where they're going to be. As far as the Civil War is concerned, it's not as big as it was in the first one that we looked at. So it'd just be 2 regions. Maybe, no, it's surely not going to take your capital. And neither of these have... Okay, I'm going to allow this to occur. But before it occurs, let's recruit 1 regiment. We're going to deal with the Civil War, but I think we can actually deal with it now. Yeah, if this is all we've got to deal with, it's fine. Because before, the other one was like the whole fucking country. Okay, don't have enough soldiers in there for that. Well, you could... No, don't do that. Alright. We've got a military army builder. I just want 1 unit. And we can't afford... Alright. Oh, God. It'll speed up as more soldiers are promoted. I guess we could just use our levies. We should end up with more than them. Plus we'll end up with both the castles, so they would end up with none. Because yeah, it's good to have your regiment, your regular, ready to go. To just walk straight in there and prevent them from recruiting from that region. Okay, we've finished with communalism. Yep, unless we wanted to give them that thing, which we shouldn't do right now, because... Oh, actually... If it's gonna happen anyway... When the Civil War happens, their loyalty is just going to go straight back to normal. So, if we're going to do it, now's the best time, I think. So go to, where is it? Estates. Then, this one here. Yep. And that way we get a bit more room to move communalism. Now, if we have a look at this... It is significant. Well, it's a bit cheaper now to revoke that one than it was previously, and also the burgher power is lower, and our crown power is higher than it was before. So, silver linings and stuff. We've got inflation going down, but it is still very high. Giving them control. Wait, did I give them control of monetary policy? Yeah, I did. So, yeah, it's going to happen 2 months from now. We didn't get enough manpower, but it'll be fine. Yeah, we've got fort maintenance ready. Legitimacy is low. Oh, yeah, so that's about to... Hang on, finish off the ones that are most done. Yeah, whatever. So 2 more months and then that triggers. And again, just to make sure. Yeah, it hasn't gotten any worse. It shouldn't take Den Haag. Den Haag, I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, then the 2 locations that we thought it was going to be. But yeah, this is nothing compared to that other Civil War. Plus we can call in Luxembourg, we don't need them. And as we can see, their satisfaction is satisfied. Oh god, that's fast. Oh, they're coming in? Okay, that's fine. Well, we kind of need the... Plus, it's going down anyway. Yeah, we need the prestige. Yeah, the generals have been automatically applied. Why is it doing that? What have you got automated that's doing that? I wonder, is market automation why... It's not as automated as that Ottoman campaign. That was just like the whole campaign was on autopilot. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just apply someone else straight away. But why does it do that? I don't mind, I just want to know why. It doesn't do that in my games. Okay, more research sorted. Might be good to start going through professional armies now. Especially if we're going to recruit a regiment. If it was a bit cheaper. We've got a good amount of money, so we could build... you should build, let's see, either Royal Court or Royal Garden. I think Royal Court would be best since you're concerned about your crown power. And as you're a small country, that would be good. Plus, if we have a look at what crown power does... Yeah, improving that stuff a little bit would definitely help. Alright, so buildings... Royal Court, you should have built this ages ago, but at least that gets started now. Oh, wait, hang on, cancel that. The Royal Gardens would actually be better because of the increased prestige. We want prestige because we want to become a duchy instead of a piddly little county. So for that, we need the other one. Get that first. Yeah, Royal Gardens. It's only a little bit of prestige per month, but fuck me. Just take everything that we can get at the moment. Okay, end of the Civil War. That's been resolved. Oh, right, because it was... Oh, I forgot to change it to crack down the rebels. Alright, so this guy is... best at that. So you should be doing what? Strengthening the government. Keep going with stability. Okay. Now, I know the legitimacy has been going down, but we were saving up so that we could do this. I think now is about as good a time as any. So which one's the best one to do? This one here. So this is going to give us 14 prestige. It says it's going to give 14.13 legitimacy, but it's actually going to be a lot more than that. And it's also going to increase this. I'm just wondering, is there anything I could do to revoke something for... No, I don't need to revoke anything from them. Okay, make this guy a saint. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it also did it for the prestige. Okay, we've now got what we... Oh, shit. Looks like we've got time. Get that going. Oh, wow, 100. It got us all the way to 100. Overspent on it. We need to get rid of this. Because there's no more rebels. And no active policy. Yeah, don't worry about that right now. We need... Because, yeah, look how quickly that's going down. So that'll only cancel this. Because I need this to happen quickly. Now I need a diplomat. I don't have one. Okay. So with our financial situation, it would be good to increase the cost of court and just... Okay, we've still got a problem with money, but all we've got to do is not pay the fort or the navy and mint a little bit more. That's not ideal. Yeah. Look, we'll be able to turn down the diplomatic spending as soon as we get that diplomat. Well, they'll hopefully buy it from somewhere. The market's on automated. They'll buy it. Yeah, see that they went and buy it. What's our religious influence up to at the moment? They lose pop satisfaction or we lose religious influence. It takes a long time to get religious influence where pop satisfaction, that's fickle, so whatever. Okay, we got it. So now we can drop this down to nothing. And hopefully... Oh, we still need money, but at least we'll have the ducal right. We have received the right to become a duchy in the Holy Roman Empire by Bohemia. Okay, then all I have to do is form new country, duchy. We need, I think it's just money. Or did we, is that it? It's just done. Yeah, we're done. We're a duchy. Cool, it's done. So the improvement there is extra cultural capacity, diplomatic range, diplomatic capacity, great score, great power score. Okay, so with that, we're actually fairly close to these guys. Much closer to them. We are slightly stronger than them, but why are they considered a great power? Because their great power score is 114, and ours is 12. Ours is higher than theirs, so this number just hasn't adjusted yet. So if I then go over here, and I go to Union Policies, Foundation Laws, Maintain Federal Status, Vote to Establish Seniority, we should be able to do it. What's it going to cost us? 5 Legitimacy and 5 Prestige. We got that, thanks to having a Saint. What am I doing? Foundations, hang on. How's the relation with this? Because it could all just break apart. It's good. Alright, what am I doing? Go to here. Union Policies, Foundation Laws, Union Foundation. Vote to establish seniority. We've got the majority rule. Right? Because, yeah, we are technically a greater power than them. Holland becomes the senior partner. Country is selected due to them having the highest great power score in the Union. There we go. Now, they can vote, but it doesn't matter because we have the higher vote. They can just do whatever they want. And then what should happen is this guy will come over to here, change his position. Yeah, look, there we are, 95. We also probably should set another rival to someone far away, like, I don't know, there. Oh, we got another one, because we improved that. So you can go to Stettin, why not? Now, can you become a kingdom? So to become a kingdom, you need to have 2 million people, so that's... Or 1 million people of primary or accepted culture, so a little while off that. Need 50 prestige, and we cannot become a kingdom. Right, because you're a member of the Holy Roman Empire, you can't become a kingdom. Or something. There's Form the Netherlands, Tier 2. So... that would require you to... We need to own at least 6 more locations from the following. From Brabant... Flanders or Wallonia, right? Right, this just changes the country. It'd still be a tier 2. We're a tier 2. To form the Holy Roman Empire, form Germany. Right, a lot of stuff needs to be done with that. Okay, cool. Well, that's an improvement. And then our finances. I didn't really improve the economy much. I did build some of the RGO up, but I didn't really see a huge improvement to income, if any at all. And I think it's largely due to the stuff being, yeah, just stuck in their, just not being able to trade because we can't increase our trade capacity anymore. Just can't do it. So one thing you could do is make another city. That was a city beforehand. I guess another thing that could be done is annexing these guys here, because that's a city that would give you some... They haven't built much trade capacity. Plus, wouldn't that be in a different market? Yeah, that's in the Lubeck. Oh, some of this is in the... Oh my god. Yeah, like, all of this... Yeah, this is not ideal. You gotta wrestle control of Bruges and increase its influence. Wait, looking at this, City of Bruges, West Flanders, we are much stronger than them. If you did hypothetically declare war on them... You know what we're doing. That's how it is. Oops. That's how it is. I save your country, you name a son after me. Them's the rules. So, they're at war with... Oh, they're actually a civil war. Right. So they just become part of stupid, sexy Flanders. But you got these 3 vassals here. Could annex this one as soon as the loyalty is improved, which... just wait a little while, because obviously there's a lot of liberty desire. And then pop up this here. I can actually afford it. It's actually very close to being able to be done. This sucks. But if I had to choose one, I think you should choose them, because this is gravitating down 20% anyway, so it's just going to go there as it is. Whereas they're gravitating up. Oh, but they're almost at their cap anyway. And we don't want them going down. We see how bad that problem is. So yeah, go with this. At least they're both in the green. Okay, can we lower that inflation a bit? So that prestige is not going to last forever. It's not going to last that long at all, actually. But at least I got you to the next level with the country. That does help. And that allowed us to do this. How's this going? When's this being finished? Soon. If we have a look, I think both of them voted yes. I'm not sure. Oh man. God damn it. Both of these are very bad. So you're already at max legitimacy, so it's... You just get that back up, but it won't take long. It's just that it's 10 legitimacy. It won't take that long. It costs money. And he is good at what he's doing. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, we got thrown so many bad events in this. Holy shit. Oh, okay, well this is good. Well, that saves us a bit. You know, the game taketh, the game giveth. I think it heard me whining and was like, oh, alright, we'll throw him a little bit of a bone. Alright, we got a little bit of cash, so maybe we could invest in some RGO, maybe? I mean, if we can't sell it, what's the point? it'd be okay to get food then, because I should be able to sell food. And if you save up enough money, I've talking a lot, 2,600. You could turn it into a city, which will give you more capacity for this. Or we could turn one of these. I'll probably go with this one here, because there's not ever really a huge demand for fish. But if we upgrade this, 528, there is actually a technology that will reduce the cost on that. Yeah, turn it into a town, that way we can increase our trade capacity in the Bruges market. Because yeah, I think we've got just more goods that we can sell. And the stuff that we make is like just low value. We don't have gold or anything like that to sell. Communalism's gone up a fair bit. So again, looking at this, we can see that to revoke... Where are we? To revoke... which one was it? This one here. It's now cost 76.81. It's still expensive, but it's, you know, it's an improvement. So this guy here, he is still... Oh no, hang on. Yeah, he's here now. Okay, so we've got him, which means we can take you out and put you in. That'll increase our crown power. Especially if we also don't have enough just yet. Oh wait, no, we do, as long as it's not a... As long as it's only 50 minutes. So you get like an armored horseman. And horseman's cheaper than armored horseman. But yeah, obviously not quite as good. But you've only got one spot anyway. Well, hang on, isn't your brother almost... Wait, where is he? Can't roll courtier, where? Yeah, I just don't know where he is. Oh, he's here. Right. I don't know if you can do anything about that. He probably just came of age, stayed there, and just hasn't been brought back. But when your son comes of age, in 16 years, he'll come over here. You could also adopt a local culture, so he's no longer pick up. We lose 20 prestige. It's not critical to do that, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's critical to do that. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you guys tell me. How important is it that our leader, our duke, is the same culture as our country? Yeah, it's mostly going to cost us prestige, and it's going down anyway. Alright, so you're probably going to want to reduce the cost of building new towns by a bit. So this is almost done, so that'll give you a bit of extra passive prestige, which now don't really need as much. Yeah, look, let's just do it. There you go. Yeah, they'll be a bit pissed. Oh, hang on, we should probably watch out for that, because we need to make sure that they are in positive opinion. Otherwise, if it's a negative opinion when this character dies, it'll be, the union will be broken up, and this is all for fucking nothing. Just like what happened with Hungary, except that was a way smaller country. And then, hang on, if we have a look over here, we've got an active policy for legislative the union. Why can't we choose this one? Because it hasn't done the previous one. So we need centralization policies, because we've got established seniority. And if we have a look, we haven't made any integration progress with this. But if we... Sovereign succession law. Is that the one that needed to be done? Also, going for unified succession law. Yeah, it improves towards integration. And it's going to cost us a little bit of legitimacy and prestige. Better do it now while we've still got some prestige left. Let's do that. So that's going to get built. Aren't they, like, really weak? Unless they have a strong alliance network. They're insignificant compared to us. They've got a coalition, and what other allies? They've got a vassal, Berg. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't take that seriously, personally. Okay, one thing maybe we could do is... Hang on, let me just check something real quick. Frisian... Okay, if you increase diplomatic spending, we can begin the annexation process here. Couldn't force their culture, but it's accepted, so it doesn't matter. So, starting the annexation process, 1388. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I had pressed that button at the very beginning of the the video, 1388 was roughly when it told us to do it. It would be done. So it hasn't actually, wouldn't have saved us any time. But by doing this, I was able to seize some territory off them, which makes the process quicker. It's a bit weird. Because, yeah, when we start the annexation process... okay, so we don't have the... they're much smaller than us. Oh, you've also got slow negotiations as well. Which, that will expire by the time that finishes, won't it? Yeah, that expires in 1383. So this... It won't slow down the process at all, because the amount that's needed... So it says here, 126.66, right? But when this is done, then it'll just lower the cost immediately. But it won't lower how much we've already spent. So low Franconian culture influence versus Frisian cultural tradition. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think we were in a position to seize any more of their territory. But you have to keep this going the whole time, pretty much. Which is fine, it just gives you more diplomats to spend, or you'll be able to lower it as the loyalty improves, because they've got 41 liberty desire. But at least that makes some money. And then this one here, that's ready to go as well. You could... I don't think it's been 10 years since we created them. Yeah, this one here is very quick to do. Nice. Alright. Has it really been 10 years since I formed them? But they haven't converted any of this culture. So that's not great. At least they have been doing something. They've been increasing the development. That is something. It's just not exactly what we wanted them to do. Also, they only own 3 regions, so you can just wait until they decide to switch it. Eventually, they'll research the Renaissance one. That'll give them extra cabinet position, and then they'll probably do that. You know what they probably did? They probably made it an accepted culture, which is what we should have just done from the get-go. But it does seem as though this situation here, like, it's still like weak country, but at least you're not in a civil war. You don't have that thing. We got through it. We did actually have a civil war, but it was easy to deal with. You've got all of your estates in order. The crown power is higher. It's finally above 25%. We also could really benefit from building the royal court, but that takes a lot of money, and The worst thing I've done here is the mass amounts of inflation, but I just don't see any way we could have dealt with that. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. I need a bit of a break. This one did my head in a fair bit. For such a tiny country, I looked at this and thought, oh yeah, this won't take me that long to fix, but I did not anticipate it being as difficult as it was. But yeah, that was a tough one. But yeah, you guys in the comments, let me know how I could have done that one better, because yeah, that one threw me out. I feel like we got through it by the knife's edge on that one. But anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.